I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it. 6 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. Hey, Zoo. Keep it up, guys. Let's go.
Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Throwing again. Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Christian travel. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Check. Hey, Haywood. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Five.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Leo.
On first down, Brady. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His guys are in for 6. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. There you go, play action with Palmer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. General West. Hey, Team 6. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You must
be grip.
Now a play fake. Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Topper.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
60 or 61. Match box right.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Wahoo!
7 at the 19.
Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
On the double.
51. I got one. 51's the mic, boys. 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
50, play. Squeeze.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Come on, set. 30 base. Blue draw, Porter.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Flushed out right. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Protein spill.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
18 Gator.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
the outlaw.
You got nothing.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's bring it.
Yeah.
26 Mike.
Look at me. Let's go.
Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Palmer. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Palmer will throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Big grip.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Alpha. 6-6, pull it high.
Out of the gun, Palmer. He finds his man, Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
High 7.
Operating from the gun, Palmer, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Palmer to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that... type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try to move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Now Palmer. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
From the gun, Palmer, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Greystone, Travis.
Back.
Hey.
In the rep. Let's go right here. Check it.
Leo.
Check.
Ben.
Tighten up. Check 31. Hey.
The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Down. 8, read. Hard. 5.
They'll run it with Johnson. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Palmer escaping the pressure right. He's going to take it. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Johnson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Shake 3. 2-18. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Palmer eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Palmer. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start. The half.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Come on, D. Mike 56, Mike.
Hey.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Ready.
Now Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Snap.
From the gun, Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Look at me. Go. Look at me. Zipper.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Here's Brady. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
51 to Mike. Check the outs, check the out, check the out.
Get it.
Now Brady.
Good talking about
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to Johnson again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets them the 1st.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 8, 3.
To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check. Hot.
Protein spill. Ready.
Palmer apparently wants to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Got it.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
5.
Down to a knee goes Palmer, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.